So, a quick question here. Am I doing more of an impression of Huey from the Boondocks or the Aliens guy? Like, which one is it? Because I don't know what's going on with my hair, but I don't know what's going on with my hair. Welcome, friends. Last Scarf here, and it's time for the vlog. And today we're going to talk about, things. Okay, so first up, the channel. Future projects going on here. Not projects, well, things with the channel. First up is the podcast. So, if you've seen the podcast, give me feedback, please. If you haven't seen it, then see it. You can just listen to it if you want. There's some things going on there. We'll see how that goes. The next week is going to be Verb. So we'll see how the one with Verb goes. Some improvements there. Just give feedback because I really want to do this podcast weekly. Been wanting to do it for a while. I like talking to people, so finally doing it. And I want to make it something special. I want to make it a good thing. You know, like you don't want to make a bad thing. You want to make it good. So feedback is important for the podcast. Now, there's a lot of topics that get talked about. It's very interesting. It's going to get talked about in the next one. And you guys can say what you think in the comments. I'm really interested in what people think of these different topics. We're going to talk about a lot of things, and it's going to be interesting conversations. That's what I really want. I just want some interesting conversations, and I think we're going to get them with this podcast. So I'm excited for that, and to see what people think. Now, other things to talk about with the channel has got to be the LPs, Bayonetta on Sunday. Ghost Trick, that's going. Really love Ghost Trick. When Ghost Trick ends, it's going to be the Sexy Brutale. That is going to be the next voice through LP. So we'll see how that one goes. And Life is Strange is coming. We are going to do Life is Strange. I played the demo. I am floored. I'm really interested. I'm definitely interested in the game. I'm about an hour into the game, and I like it. I really do. So we went ahead and got the entire season. $5 for the whole season. It's weird. Right now, you can get each episode for $5 or the whole thing for $5. So obviously, get the whole thing for $5, right? So we're getting that. We're going to LP that. And if I really like it when we're done, like, I don't know. It's always possible to have a great start and a bad end. If I really like it when we're done, well, then we could check out Before the Storm. So it's lining up pretty well for that. After the Sexy Brutale, I think we're going to go ahead and check out Phoenix Wright. So those of you who are excited for Phoenix Wright, check that out. After Sexy Brutale is LP'd. See here, Bayonetta, those LPs. Okay. For Steam, not for Steam, for stream, we're looking at, let's see, the Saturday night game. It was Dominant. It's going to be something else. We're going to figure it out. We'll hash out. We'll see what the viewer game is there. Sunday night's Bayonetta, and then we do random streams. We're going to see HOTS for a bit. We're going to see Gwent, and we're going to see more Space Dwarves. I'm having too much fun with Space Dwarves. It's an alpha, and it's still pretty fun. So we're going to see Space Dwarves. And I have debated if I want to do PUBG. Like, I like it as a co-op game. I've never played it single player. So I'm considering checking it out as a single player. And may as well stream it, right? So we'll see about that. And we should do more streams because we are affiliate, and so we have the sub button. And thank you, everyone. Love you guys, because we're already at 7 subs. We're at 7 subs, y'all. That's awesome. We're at 7. It's only been 2 days, and we're at 7 subs. That is great. That is pretty nice. I thank you very much, everyone, for that. It feels awesome to know that people have been wanting to sub, and they are subbing now, and that's wonderful. It is wonderful, and it makes me wonder a couple things. Like, so an important thing is affiliates only get 1 emote, while partners get a bunch of emotes. So that's something to keep in mind. And so we need to make 1 really good emote. So Jinx is going to draw a bunch of ideas for what the emote will be, and then we'll have a vote on that. We'll probably be on Discord, or maybe we'll also show it here, and just see what is the most popular one, and we'll make that the emote. The 1 emote we get until we someday become a partner. That's really what it'll be. And I'm excited. I really am. I am thankful, of course, for everyone giving, well, subs and supporting us for so many years, just watching, and so many different, like, revenue streams. Let's talk about the revenue streams really quick. So what we have is TAD, which we're working on. Hopefully, I don't have the report yet, but I'm hoping we hit the 25 uniques, because that's $300 right there, which will be huge to do the upgrades. Then we've got Patreon. Okay. So TAD is for upgrades to the computer, and we need about a solid, let's see, we need about, I think, Jinx said like 500, 600, and then we can upgrade Compy. Because we need to upgrade Compy so if we want to do the newer games eventually, because Shadow of War, we want to look real nice for that. And also we have a 1080p monitor, so we need a better compy so we can actually record in 1080p. So the TAD money's going towards that. Patreon goes towards the games, and we get about $50 a month from Patreon. Thank you to the patrons for Patreon. And also thank you to the TAD people. And so Patreon, we get about $50 a month, and that goes towards, of course, the AAAs and buying the bigger games. So because of Patreon, we're going to be able to do things like Wolfenstein. We're going to be able to do Shadow of War. We're going to be able to do the XCOM 2 expansion. We're able to do the bigger things because of Patreon. So thank you to the Patreon people for that. Then there is, well, eventually there's bits and then there's the subs. So eventually we're going to get that money from Twitch. And that money, I think, should go towards filling whatever gaps need to be filled. And so that'll probably go towards upgrades as well. And whatever games we might need to purchase for whatever reason. Like maybe well, of course, we had to buy Sex and Brutal. We had to buy Life is Strange. So it's sort of buying the other LPs, like the lower things. Like the YouTube money goes towards buying the LP games. And this Twitch money will go towards filling gaps. So it'll go towards compy, it'll go towards LP, it'll go towards whatever. And also towards giveaways as well. And so, yeah, all the money we make goes back to the channel in whatever way, just making us go forward and growing. And so, one other thing to mention is the giveaways, in case you did not see the other vlog or you're new, the August birthday bash. So, in August, we're going to give away a lot of games. Every single video will have a giveaway attached to it. All you got to do is comment to enter into it, and you'll get a game. And this is from games that we've gathered from developers, games that we've been gifted through like Humble or some other type of website. We have a lot of games that we can give away that we've been gifted or that we've earned or we've done this or that to get, or we've just bought. And so that's all going to be in August because that's my birthday month. So it's going to be a birthday bash and every single video will have a giveaway attached to it. So that should be awesome. I like giving back and that'll be great. I think that's it. For those who don't know about the Patreon or haven't looked at it, the way the Patreon rewards are, it's like $1 is a thank you. There's rewards. If you donate 10, you get to, let's see, yeah. If you donate 10 a month, you get to request a video. Like if there's a game you want to see, that's what happens there. This is why we've gone back to Smite a few times, is because somebody donates 10 and asks for Smite, so we do a Smite stream. At about 25, I believe, this is off the top of my head because I'm dumb enough not to check it out first before doing the vlog. At 25, Jinx draws you a custom Kirby, and at 50, Scarf makes you a scarf. One of these. Oh, by the way, we don't know the results on TAD yet, but I'm really hoping we break the 25 uniques, so we can do the crochet Q&A, because that's going to be Scarf trying to make Kirby. Scarf trying to make a Kirby. That's what it's going to be, and I don't even know how that's going to go, but, and it's also a question and answer. We've never done a question and answer before, so that's at the same time. So dealing with trying to make a Kirby and that should be interesting. Very interesting, I think. Let's see, what else is there? Anything else generally? I think that's it. Hope everyone's really enjoying the videos. Your smiles, of course, are what this is all about. Making people happy. And yeah, you being happy makes me happy. That's really what the feeling is. And so we always work towards making great content because of that. And of course, great streams as well. Oh, streams. Now here's something that I need to ask. If anyone knows any good resources on just advice for stream stuff when it comes to like sub counts and all that stuff, that'd be great. Like, I guess we should, now that we have the sub button, we should play the game a little bit of just having like a sub counter and things like that. So if anyone knows a resource where we can learn about that instead of us just figuring it out on our own, which would just to streamline it a little bit better. If anyone knows a resource for that, let me know so that we should get that going. And it's just a good idea because there's other people who've already been there. They've done that. So someone might have written down or made a video on that. Who knows? And some of you are really into streams, into Twitch. So you might know better than us on how to find that sooner. It's about just being faster, being more efficient. That's all about growth. You know how it is. So that's a question. So if you know a resource, let us know. I'm going in a circle on this. So next topic. This is my 5th take on this topic. I've been trying to find the best way to say this thing, but I keep thinking of arguments against it, and then arguments back, and here's the thing. Because I was in science, and I was in writing, and I was in all these things. And when you're in those things, you think about your argument and counter arguments, and then counters and counters and counters and counters and counters. You do that to make a better paper. You do that to make a better argument. That's how arguments work, is you go back and forth to find the best thing. And so I'm going over it in my head, and the realization is there's a point where you have to just put it out and just go, because there's no perfect argument. It's just where the argument is probably at best right now, and where the topic is best at right now. And I just keep going over it, and here's what I want to talk about. Here's what it is. And thing to keep in mind is no opinion is objective. It is always subjective in some way because of where it's coming from or what it's trying to argue. It can try to be objective, but it always will have some bend in some way because it's a human. That's just how it is. And so, where am I coming from with what I'm talking about is, of course, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years, been doing all this, looking for work at the same time, all these things. Those of you who've been following for a while, you know where I come from. Those of you who don't, who are new, well, now you know a little bit. Watch last week's vlog with the perseverance. That'll help as well with this. And so, I've been thinking about effort and the worth of effort. Is effort worth it? That is the argument. That's the thing I'm thinking about, is because the big optimistic thing I think is everyone is capable of greatness. This is what I truly believe. I believe everyone can achieve something greater. Everyone can become something great. Not everyone will, but they can. And even if they fail, is that effort wasted? And I argue no. I argue it's not. You can go with a bunch of examples. You could say Michael Phelps. You can say Michael Phelps puts in all this effort, all this rigorous training. His regimen is just crazy. When it comes to the Olympics, he just trains like crazy. A lifetime of swimming. Culmination of all that is him winning all those gold medals. And it is. And everyone living is going towards some sort of goal as well. We're all working towards something. We're making effort toward maybe, or we're just, that's where it is. We are all working towards something, but there are points and periods where nothing's really happening because we just can't work towards it. Maybe you're just, all you can do is work right now. You can't do anything else. Maybe you're just in school right now. Maybe you're just young. You're not at the point where you can do what you want to do. You want to grow up and do all these things, but you're not there yet. Maybe sometimes it's a question of time, question of effort, question of luck, opportunity, and other things. Reaching that greatness. Because, yeah, kids always want to grow up faster, and they'll get there eventually, and it's just a matter of time for them. There's people like me. And we'll go two different directions on this. One is looking for work. There's people like me when it comes to looking for work. It's applying to different places. The opportunities have to show up first. Places that I can apply to have to show up. I have to be good enough. That's what I got all my education for. That's putting in effort towards education. Putting in effort towards doing all the applying to get this job. And if you remember, or if you've seen the vlogger course, I applied for this job. 2,000 applications were in there. I interviewed and everything, and I got third place. They were only giving positions to the first two. And so you could argue, third is the same as 50th. It's the same as 2,000. If you didn't get the job, that's all wasted effort. Second is only the best loser. That's another argument as well. And I say, what the hell is wrong with you on that one? It's a funny line to say. It's a nice burn you can give. But no. Effort's incredibly important because you are getting closer. Every time you're getting closer and closer and closer. I hit third this time. Maybe I'll hit second. Maybe I'll hit first next time. You got to keep going at it because it does make things worthwhile. And the reason, I think one of the things that I worry about this argument is the people who can't do anything right now, where they're like, well, they're just spinning their gears, they can't go anywhere, so is their lives just wasted? Now, I'm not arguing that. What I'm arguing when it comes to people who are just all they can do is work. They can't do anything else. All they can do is work right now. And that is, you're basically kind of in a holding pattern. You're in a point where you're working towards getting to the ability where you can lead to growth. That can lead to growth. So you're still growing, but you're growing at like here. And you're just staying there. You're making sure you don't get lower. You're just staying right here. And in time, through the people you talk to, through the work you do, through whatever you are doing at this position, eventually you'll be able to go right back up. Like the first 20-ish years of your life, you're only growing for the most part. Like if you're lucky, you're only growing. Some people, bad things happen, you go down or you go right here. People who just don't care about school, so they don't go anywhere. There are people like that as well. But for the most part, I think you're growing. You're just going up in the first like 20 years of your life because school's there. You got parents, hopefully, or someone helping you grow and everything. And so you're there. You hit adulthood, and at adulthood, for some people, you're just spinning your gears. You're just stuck at this job. That's all you're doing. But that's not going to be your entire life. It's going to be a point where through friendships or through something on the internet, or just there's a lot of different places where you can find a way to grow and go up again. Because I have friends where they're in that rut where they're just there. They're just working, they're just eating, and then maybe they have like a little hobby, and then they sleep, and then that's the next day, and they feel like life is just this grind. And life is a grind. But eventually something gives way. That's what I feel. That's what I think. And whatever effort you make towards getting out of there, it will pay off eventually. I think everything we do, whatever we want, is the culmination of everything we've put in towards it. That's what I think. And so there's the direction of job. The other direction, of course, is YouTube. We've been at this for 4 years. We put in a lot of effort towards it, and the culmination of it is what we are right now. I am more comfortable in front of the camera. I have better breathing techniques. My voices are getting better. Jinx's editing techniques are on point. They're getting better. Her audio cleaning is better. It's sharper. The different techniques she uses have gotten better. My techniques have gotten better. Over time, you just get better as you're doing something. And we've been at this for 4 years. You look at the first video, you look at the newest video, obviously there's a big difference there in just everything there is. In sound, in editing, in how I'm doing things, and how Jinx is doing things. The quality gets better as you go. You see the same thing with artists. You see an artist a couple years ago, you see how this stuff grows, and of course they get better. Musicians, same thing. Everyone gets better. And what bogs us all down, of course, is where's my fame, I suppose? Like, why have I not gotten to the point where I can do this for a living? Or why don't I have millions of viewers? Why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? Like, we all think about the next step, and we were like, why aren't we there yet? I think about it. A lot of people think about it. And the effort counts towards that. The effort gets you there eventually. Or holding to get to the point where you can put in the effort to get there. What I'm saying is this, and that is, again, I believe everyone can achieve greatness, and I believe that it's time, effort, and all those other things. And sometimes you're just in a holding pattern, waiting for the opportunity to go up. And I think we can all get there. I really do. We won't all be Michael Phelps, but we can all be something great. We can all achieve, for the love of God, just going to the Olympics is amazing. Just going to the Olympics is amazing. That's an amazing achievement right there. What I'm trying to say is, it's always worth it. And I think this is just me trying to say it to myself and other people who worry that maybe it's not worth it. And I say it is always worth it. I say, whatever you want, you'll get there. I believe it's possible. And even when I say you'll get there, some of us won't get there. But I believe in the possibility. Because possibility means the possibility of up and down. It's possible for me to succeed. It's possible for me to fail as well. But it's possible. And all the efforts you do, all the efforts you make, increase your chances for one possibility over another. And that's what's important. But also taking solace in what your effort's already doing. think that's also important in taking pride in the steps you are making, in the growth you're having. We just got 7 subs on Twitch. That's amazing. That is awesome. I love the feeling that I have had viewers who have been with us for a long time. It feels nice to get subbed. We are at 10,755 subs on YouTube. We were at 11,000 at one point. We've been dropping. We've been steadily dropping while replacing those not leavers, but those people who are no longer interested in us over time. So we're constantly going down and up. We've been in this position for over a year, though. And does that get me down? Of course it gets me down. But we're dropping and gaining, we're dropping and gaining. And so we're in a holding position. We are in a spot where we're not really growing, and we're not really falling. We're just right here as far as the numbers go, but I know we're growing as far as skill goes. But it does get me down. Not getting that job got me down. Not being at 20,000 subs gets me down. Not being at this gets me down. Not being at that. All these things do get me down. I think about all these things. They get me down. It sucks. But then it's important to take stock in what you do have. We have over 10,000 subs. We have 4,000 followers on Twitch. We have 7 subs. We have people who believe in us. We have friends. We have the skills we have made here. We have literally thousands of smiles we have created. We have so many things. And that's... If you somehow got to the end of this freaking vlog at this point, thank you for getting this far. The message I think I'm saying is, take stock in what you've got. And realize just how important that is, and how great it is. And I'm tempted to reshoot this right now, but I shouldn't. This is going to be the last take. Take stock. Appreciate what you've got. And then go further. Make more. I guess that's what I'm saying. Just ground it to me. There you go. Let's just ground it to me. I wish I had more. I wish I had a lot more than I've got. But when I'm not down, I can realize that I've got a lot. I've got... 4 years ago, it was nothing. Now, thousands of videos, millions of views, thousands of followers, thousands of people watching this or that. We've done something. We've done something I think is already amazing. And we're just going to be more amazing going forward. And that's a great thing. And it's the same for anyone making effort in anything. It's never wasted. It's never wasted at any point. This is what I really think. Across time, whatever you've done, it's there. And no one can take that away from you. Even you can't take it away from you. Whatever you've done, whatever you've accomplished, it's there. And that's a beautiful thing. So that's the vlog, and Scarf is an insane person who talks very weird. That is the vlog right there. I could probably just keep doing takes on this and trying to explore this thought and this idea of what exactly I'm trying to say here. But I think that's kind of what I'm saying, though, at the heart of it. So that is the vlog. I had fun talking. Hope you had fun watching and listening. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. That's really what it is at the end of the day, having fun. If you're smiling, if you're feeling something, then mission accomplished, right? At least I think so. Is it blind to do that? Is it blind? Is it blind positivity? Is it blind faith? Is it foolishness? And to cynics, I think it will be yes. But I think, fudge it. No. Just keep going. Why not? Why not keep pushing towards something greater? See you next time.